Welcome to the International Wall behind us, which is at the top of Divis Street in the Lower Falls, just where it joins the Falls Road on my right hand side. The International Wall, as it has become known, was simply originally the perimeter wall of Andrews Flour Mill, the building standing behind us. In 2000, as the British Army demilitarised in the area, local people, political and artistic activists started to utilise the wall. The first image that was on it was a life-size scale map of those who had been killed by the Royal Ulster Constabulary using plastic and rubber bullets. The wall is 68 metres long and was able to incorporate the distances from which they were shot. Previously it had been mainly used for fly posting of electoral posters, occasional graffiti and protest statements, but this started to develop into something much more structured. By 2002 the first murals had been painted relating to Palestine and Turkey, for example, and this is where this name or this perception of the International Wall developed. But most of the features within it, or the predominant features, are of course nationalist and Republican. It was described to me by one Republican as an art gallery of nationalist West Belfast, okay? And somebody else said to me that it expressed the community agenda of nationalist West Belfast. As time developed, the international themes have been very strong. In 2016, with the first centenary anniversary of the 1916 uprising, the wall had many features and displays pertaining to the events that led to the foundation of what was the Irish Free State. One of the interesting ones that was on the wall at the time was actually a depiction of the Unionist leader, Lord Carson of Dublin, and it was actually twice paint-bombed by people who opposed the presence of a Loyalist on a Republican mural and quickly removed. A lot of the images are contemporary. You can see stuff behind us about the Irish Language Act, one of the key policy issues that brought down our power sharing administration in Northern Ireland 3.5 years ago. Another mural of note was in May 2014, a mural sort of lauding Gerry Adams and his political career was placed there, but it only lasted for a month. It was quickly replaced by a mural which called Time for Truth, looking for an investigation and the allegations of British state collusion with Loyalist paramilitaries. Probably one of the most distinctive is down at the very left-hand corner as you're coming along the road in a certain direction, and there's always since around 2006 been a mural or a depiction of Kieran Nugent, the first blanket man who refused to wear the prison uniform in '76, and Brendan Hughes, the Dark, who was OC of the IRA prisoners in the jail in 1980 until that period of the hunger strikes. And famously later on, Brendan Hughes moved away from Sinn Féin's political programme and did not support the Good Friday Agreement. Today behind him as well is Billy McKee, one of the founders of the Provisional IRA. Ownership of the wall, it no longer owns it. It was described to me as being owned by everybody and nobody. It is an open democratic gallery, as referred to earlier on, of nationalist opinion. And as you go on further around the wall in Northumberland Street, where it's extended right up to the peace line, other groups are now present, including the Workers' Party, coming from the official IRA tradition, the Irish National Liberation Army, and the Republican Network for Unity, which would be seen as oppositional to Sinn Féin's political programme. So it's a very inclusive Republican nationalist gallery here as you enter West Belfast.